Yeah, he's like, that whiskey, you ain't got no sweet tea. He sold me there. I was like, he is too cute. And I can tell y'all are best friends. Like, I don't have kids.
Right.
But
he's the only one I got. And, like, he was actually a rape baby.
Oh, really?
He saved my motherfucking life.
Listen, I can see that. Like, I'm just like, that's crazy to hear that. But y'all be so best friends. Mm-hmm. Like, that is just nuts. Like, he's like an old soul. Like, you're gravitating. Like,
girl, we go thrifting, right, every weekend.
Uh-huh.
And he found a fucking, here he comes packing. Like, most kids, you know, like, going to, like we'll go to the hospital shop or, like the, there's a thrift store over there, like, on Hawkins.
Uh-huh.
He comes packing this fucking, like, old-ass typewriter that, like, he's like, Mom, this is so
You
fun.
know, it's,
like, right.
what's interesting, and not to pry, but my friend, we just mentioned that, like, she's anti-abortion. She's all about, like, animal wildlife and stuff. Like, this is her hat, too. And I guess, something came up about, like, not, like, being raped and having a child, and abortion. And then just, like, listening to abortion laws. And somebody being in your situation as the state having the right to tell you what to do, being raped.
Right.
When it comes to abortion and having a right, like, that's just... we were just talking about, but I'm like, to hear that and to see y'all relationship, and that is like, that is inspiration for other women when it comes to abortion laws, in a sense. And I don't have children, but just a perspective you gave me, just sharing that, you know, as to sometimes what God will do in a situation, to say he's such a blessing. Like, he lifted my spirits coming in, just to come in and get something. Like, I'm like, how you got the Tennessee? You ain't got no sweet tea. I was like, he is so cute. Yeah, he was trying to find it. You was one right behind him. Ain't no sweet tea. But to hear that, that is an amazing, that is an amazing story, and to have him be like,
girl, I watched my dad die, right? I was 18, and so I fell off, like, the face of the planet, got on drugs real bad.
Right. Been there. And
that's what happened.
And it's hard, and it's nothing else to do to get sunk in here in Hardin County.
Right.
That's what we gonna go to. Having different stories, ain't shared mine, but listen.
Yeah.
And when a tragedy happens or something like rape or anything,
kind of threw me off, and I got on drugs real bad, and then I was with this guy, like, it ended up turning into, like, motherfucker, like, held me hostage in the goddamn house, let me leave, and then that's when I had baby, and then, like, I got in trouble, and the only reason I did not fucking go to Pewee Valley Prison and have my baby in jail is because I was pregnant. Like, they were like, I'm gonna give you one last chance.
He kind of saved you.
Life. Yes, he did, girl. And, like, right now I'm going through a custody battle.
Keep him?
Getting back a day before my birthday.
To keep your baby?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
My mom ain't no mama. Like, she's just not. Like, I went through I'm going through a divorce. I don't
know why I gravitated to y'all, not to cut y'all off, but I'm just like, it was something about y'all spirits that just
my name's Jason.
Yes, like, because, listen, because it's something that made me just gravitate to y'all. As to, like, really it was his spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because he led the way. Like, it's like he's leading you. It's oddly like me being an outsider leading in. It's like he's like, let me get out. Like, he's like, Mommy, ain't no sweet tea. He's like, and here you go. It's like he's leading you. You know what I'm saying? It's weird, like, and I'm all into spirituality and, like, a soul. And, like, when you say, like, when you say, like, he has a, like,
he's an old soul.
Yes, like, I don't know who he came back as to save you.
Thank you.
And you follow him, like, he is, like, as young as he is.
He's 9, he'll be 10.
As young as he is, and he's like, Mom, ain't no sweet tea. Here you go.
What?
Behind him, though.
Yeah. Like,
I don't know who he was in the past life.
Thank you.
And came born again to save you, but it's like you can see that, like, it's not. I'm gonna text you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna text you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna text you now in a minute. I'm gonna say, my name. Yeah. Let me write it. Let me give you mine. Because, like, it's just like, you just help me understand, because I want to get into social work.
Yeah.
And to stuff like that, and just come different. Like, but you have an amazing story. Just
Thank you.
What?
It's been almost 2 years. I didn't have him for 7 months, and then I got him for like 6 months. I went and moved with my mom. And I paid $400 to live in a fucking shed, right? Well, she found out I was going to get custody. She kicked me out knowing I wouldn't have a home placement for my son.
Right.
Okay? So I lived in my truck for about 2 months. And
when it comes to, not to cut you off, when it comes to social work, I've been realizing that because I just got evicted.
Really?
And then I'm like, I'm homeless, but my family, like when it comes to mental health, thinks I'm crazy when I say I'm homeless. Now, you got somewhere to stay. No, when it comes to society and social work, I am homeless. I have somewhere. I'm using your address to go get food stamps. Right. I'm going to get government assistance. I am homeless. And I thank God I don't have kids.
Right.
Then I check the shelters out here. There's no shelters.
Do you need somewhere to fucking
No,
stay?
I'm staying at my grandparents' house,
Okay.
but just me and social work and just want to understand
Yep.
rape, abortion, state and church laws.
I lived in my fucking
church. You see what I'm saying? As to why your story, like, I didn't even know that, but I was just like, ain't no sweet.
Do you want a job?
I do need a job.
Call David. Okay, look.
Hold on, I'm gonna call you later. I'm gonna call you later.
Yes, because they have the AutoZoners Assistance Fund. They raised me almost $1,000 fucking dollars. You don't have to pay it back.
Yeah, I'm looking for stuff like that, and like what
get a job there,
I want to check double. I'm like in my situation with no kids. Before it comes to your point, I want to check the resources. I feel like that's how I can give back to the community because I can go into a shelter with no child. I double check the shelters out here. There's only 5. There's only 1 for somebody in your situation with domestic violence with a child.
Really?
1 shelter
Wow.
in Hardin County.
Wow.
And I feel like that's what I'm here to do for God, as to just giving back. And then like me and you and your son, and just hearing your story, and I'm like, I'm doing work like that. As to, I just got evicted. As to, I'm homeless. My parents, I'm going to check mental health, disability, get on to get
I
help.
just applied for SSI.
Yeah, stuff like that. As to the resources, but my friend, I was telling you about, who gets an anti-abortion, this and that. She has 4 kids, and she'll struggle before she do some stuff like that. But then how the state will tell somebody like you, a rape victim. I don't think we look at them laws as to what you did. Thank God you kept him. But then what right does the state have in the woman's choice?
Right.
As to what's going on in government.
Right.
And your story. I mean, and to meet him.
Yeah.
As to being that, and I study law too.
Yeah.
And it's like, don't make me cry, but I'm serious though. Like, you know, we hear about it in government. We don't have time to think about. That's why half of us don't vote. Right. We don't have time, and they be like trying to get us our age. How old are you?
I'll be 33 this year.
I'm 38, and they be trying to get our age to vote. We don't be in there. Because our community, we don't have resources. All we have is a movie theater and skating ring when we grew up to stay out of trouble, or unless that we fucking making babies, or getting raped, or in jail. Yep. That's it. And then I go check when I get evicted. No children. They have 1. Now that I meet you, 1 in a domestic violence relationship, rape. 1 shelter that you can bring a child in.
Wow.
And me be able to tell you that in the study. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To meet you in your story, and I'm studying that, and I really want to bring something to the community. 1 shelter for somebody like you.
It should be way more than that.
One shelter, and I just got evicted.
Girl,
1 shelter for somebody like you.
David, my buddy.
You know what I'm saying?
My buddy.
That's what made me cry.
And could get you. As soon as you got fucking hired, you could get the AutoZoners Assistance Fund. They'd raise money for you to get like a house, a shelter. They'll pay for shit, and you don't got to pay it back, girl.
You don't make me cry, but I'm serious. Like, I'm just like the little things.
I've been through some shit.
And using the same thing you went through, and your son helping you. Me using an eviction to be like, you know what? Somebody you went through and be like, they got 1 shelter for other people. Me and you can help other people in your situation. Yeah, I'm gonna call you later. Right, that's what we gonna be on. Okay. You see what I'm saying? One to meet you and be like, they got 1 shelter for somebody like you.
Sad.
You know what you could do for this community?
A lot.
And then he'll inspire the both of us.
He could.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he already has. To like, now it's gonna make me cry. Hear your story. They got 1 shelter. That's gonna make me cry for somebody like you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't got brothers and sisters. My mama.
It's me. Okay, I'm gonna call you later. All right, but that's serious though. We gotta do something.
Yeah. It makes me feel like amazing that I inspired.
Yeah. Like, wow. I'll call you later. Okay. Hey, text me when you go on. What I do with your number? I done lost it. Text me right now when you go in. Cause I don't know what I do with the paper. I'm emotional. Okay. If not, I'll be back in here to see you.